Alright, hello everyone. We are back. Hole number 6 here. We are going to do a revision, par 3 for you guys. And I am looking at a Kingmaker ball and a sniper, and that's all you should need here for this hole. Especially if you have, sniper 10, that's going to make things a lot easier. If you're one short, say a sniper 8, sniper 9, you might want to back off the backspin just slightly, and you could probably use a very similar aim to me. But the 3 extra yards is going to kind of change your adjustment just slightly. So, something to consider. I definitely do more of a over adjustment method on this hole. It plays very downhill, so whatever your ring is. Not to mention you're into power as well. So if you were to use a max ring adjustment at max power, it might be a lot closer, but you aren't at max power. You're into almost full power. So going for an extra adjustment is essentially mandatory when that's the case. And here you see a 7 wind. What I am going to do is, roughly 3.5 backspin, somewhere in there. I'd like to use less than that. I can't get it. There it goes. Oh, jeez. Should I just shot clock at this point? Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to have to just go with it because I can't sit and fumble here all day. Let me pull it back. I like to land it just a little bit short of the fringe there. We're going to go close to 9 rings here. Maybe just use slight curl. And there you see I did get the perfect ball. Let's hope that I don't have too much backspin, that it stops, and I do. And as you can see, it was right on line. I was trying to set that backspin, and it might have just cost me a hole-in-one there. You can see how much I was fumbling with the button. It's one thing, once you get to the edge of that ball with the spin and set it, sometimes it can be very tricky to pick it up again. It's only when you get it, right on the edge of the ball, especially towards, the middle in the middle. It's a little unfortunate break there. It's something to consider. I've considered putting in tickets about that. To where, if it takes me 15 seconds to re-grab the little dot, that's a little brutal. So, it really cost me there. I was trying to set 3.5, and, it just kind of ended up being, 3.75, somewhere in there. And I couldn't, even when I adjusted off of it, it seemed that like the very last second when I removed my thumb, it readjusted it to 3.75-ish again. If you can get it right around 3.5, you should have a relatively good run out. You can see you'll need very little curl. You just need to perfect the over adjustment method. What is that, about 30% extra? If I had a 7 and I went 9, that's using about 30% extra. So 7, 10% is 0.7, and times 3 is 2.1. So that's very close to the adjustment that I did, was about a 30% extra wind adjustment. So in case you're using, well, you should only be using sniper there anyway, but let's just say hypothetically for some reason you're not. I don't know why you wouldn't be, because it's the most accurate club. So going the rings will be the easiest. But if you're not, just use the 30% extra more than anything. But aside from that, you might need to tinker with it a little bit if your power is not what mine is. Same with, if you're starting your adjustment at max, that's where you need to change. If you don't have the same power as mine. So, you might want to use 3.25, 3 on the backspin if your power's a little bit less, because you won't be able to get the indicator to where I just did there. That's the problem. is you can't get the indicator there. So, good luck with that hole. I think, getting the ace there is going to be very manageable. As you can see, it's very little work. I use very tiny curl. It's more about precision on the adjustment more than anything. Hopefully, you guys can get your backspin kind of set where you want it, 3 1/4, 3 1/2, a little bit faster than I did. So I didn't have to rush that right there at the end, because unfortunately, I wasted 15 of my seconds just trying to get my spin set. So good luck there, guys. See you guys for hole 7 coming up.